can look at the cards on your side of the table. These are the counterfeit cards that would be worthless at the end of the game.
Okay.
So you can look at both of those. Okay, so we'll just say you turned over this first card. That's the card up for auction. It always goes to the person on your left, would be the person starting the auction, so you would be bidding first. And you have 10 gold bars.
Fist one?
No, yes, it is. I'm sorry. So we all do this at the same time. I apologize.
So this is a blind bid.
Absolutely. So, all right. 1, 2, 3. I bid 3, you bid 3. So what we'll do, you're out. You and I will increase our bid by whatever we put in our hand this time. And it doesn't have to be more, it could be the same. 1, 2, 3. I stay the same, you went up 1. So you pay me the gold.
Okay.
But you get the card.
All right.
And now you start the next auction. Okay, so this one has the little star up in the corner. That means that this is a blessed item. It doesn't have it has something that gives you a benefit. That benefit is knowing that this is never a counterfeit item. There is no corresponding card in the counterfeit deck to represent the Ark of the Covenant. So in any game ever, it will never be a cursed item or a counterfeit item.
Gotcha.
So you flip that. I'll start with 1.
I'll up your bid to 2.
I'm good.
I'll go 3.
I'll let you have it.
Okay. So something to consider is when you're looking, you know that this is a 3. There's only 6 cards, and 2 of them are 3s. So I have a quarter of the points available in yellow right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I will flip, since I won, flip over a red one. So this one, also a star, has a benefit to it. During the scoring phase at the very end, when you're figuring up how many points you have, this will let you win all ties. So you start the bidding.
And I'll bid 1 for this card.
I'll pass.
The time is now 5:30. The
I'll bid
exhibit
3.
hall will be closing in 30 minutes.
I'm good.
Okay, so you pay him 3, and the card is yours.
Thank you, sir.
And then you get to pick which stack you want to turn over. So this one may be hard to see, but there's a black X up here. That means it's a cursed item. So you can no longer pawn relics in the game. Pawning a relic anytime you get to 5 or fewer gold, you can pawn one of your relics and get 5 from the bank. You take one of the little pawn relics, put it on there, and that shows it's no longer in your possession. It's off with the pawnbroker. So if you don't buy it back before the end of the game, you can't use it to count towards your points. It costs 10 to buy it back from the pawnbroker in true pawnbroker fashion. So you flip that, you start.
I'll do 1.
I'll go 2.
I'll pass.
I'll do 3.
I'll let you have it for 3. So I can never have enough money. And you flip.
Let's do a yellow.
Okay, this one's cursed, closed auction. However, the curse on this means that you cannot participate in the next auction after this one. So you're out. So, closed auction.
So there's good bonuses, bad bonuses.
Absolutely. 1, 2, 3. I went 1. So you win it. Pay him. And you cannot participate in the auction that you turn over now. Golden fleece, it's just a plain old fleece made of gold. Nothing special about it. And you will start.
2.
I'll go 3.
I'm going to pass.
Oh, yeah, you got to pass. So 4 to you.
I'm good.
All right, I'll pay 3. So now I have 2 of the 4 colors for the 5-point bonus, as do you. So here we go. We've played through a number of turns. We're at the end. All the artifacts have been purchased. So now what we'll do is reveal the counterfeit items. Just prior to that, a number of these artifacts have been bought that have certificates that you can play on other items, as I'd mentioned earlier, to protect them if you think you have an item that it may be counterfeit. So I was feeling kind of iffy about these boots, and since I have Glyphnir, I can protect those as long as Glyphnir wasn't a counterfeit item. So I'm going to put my certificate there. He is doing the same thing because he has the Book of Thoth. He is protecting the Philosopher's Stone, and
Apparently always a counterfeit.
absolutely. And the unicorn horn is the same kind of deal. You have a certificate. However, you get to see what the counterfeits are before you place it, so it's unique in that manner. So the first counterfeit is the unicorn's horn. So that goes away, doesn't count. Second counterfeit is the Holy Grail.
You got the
Look.
grail.
Oh, there it is. So the Grail is also out of play. Thor's hammer. I had that. So that's wasted money. And the last one are the boots of 7 leagues. And I had that protected. So it stays in play. So now you would go through, and we will go through and look at the blue cards. I have 1 blue card worth 1 point, so I'm not going to win. You have all the blue cards. So you would get 8 points towards victory. You have the second most, you would get 6. And then we do the same thing for green, of which I have 3. You have 1, and our other player over here has 5. So they would get the first place points, I would get the second place points, 7 and 5. Then yellow, I have 4, you have 4.
2 and 2.
But you win all ties because you have this during scoring. So you would automatically get the first place points. Lastly, we would do red. I have 2 points in red. You have 3. They have 3. You win all ties. So you would get the most points there. So lastly, if you have one of each color, which I do, I would get 5 points. You do not, and do. So you would get an extra 5 points. Then you would add up your gold. 5. Each 5 gets you 1 point. So you pretty much ran away with it with points, so you would have won that one.
Nice.
And that's the game in a nutshell.
Awesome.
Perfect.